Okay, I am back and I will again get hold of Aviral in a minute. This has been an amazing 1 hour, I think, for me personally at least, and I'm sure you guys have also had a good time. It is, kind of. I'm really impressed with the views and the things that Aviral has been talking about. Let's try to get him back. We already have about 80 odd people. You guys can. The last set of questions is completely vanished. So if you can put it in the question placard, hi Aviral, welcome back.
Okay, this is overwhelming. It's awesome. Amazing.
Yeah, yeah. I like I told you, right? I every weekend, I think this 1 hour that I spend here doing a live is super amazing. So, okay, we already have got about a dozen more questions. So let's go. Why didn't you start a business right after undergrad? Or now? Or now? Let me add to that. Why don't you start up right now?
Uh, I don't think uh, I have that ability yet, right? And I'll tell you why. So if you look at investors and you look at founders,
Okay.
investors basically have the uh, ability, not the ability, I would say, have the liberty to step
Hmm.
back, right? You can step back,
Yeah.
and if you like just step back for a week or two and then you go back again,
Yeah.
the world doesn't change so much, right? Especially for a long-term venture investor like I am. But if you're a founder,
Yeah.
you have to be day in, day out, hour in, hour out.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm that kind of personality yet, right? I am the guy who likes to step back and think, right? So, think and write and do all these things. As a founder, like if you guys want me to start a company, there'll be no more LinkedIn posts after that. Okay, so, so that's just not going to be possible. So I think that that's the reason. I mean, that's basically the reason why I've not done it yet.
Yeah.
It just takes too much. You have to work on a very regular
Yeah.
basis, which you can't step back.
Right. Uh, you have to answer this one, Aviral. This is coming from
uh,
Sucharita, who's also one of my batchmates and one of
okay,
the
okay,
members of our Younger Me project team.
yeah. Thank you
So
so much. Thank you so much. Uh, yeah, but
uh, uh,
I don't
yeah,
know
yeah.
how to
I
answer
wanted to
that
put you in
question.
an awkward position. Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah,
think the purpose is solved.
yeah, yeah. That's
The
fine.
purpose is met.
Yeah, yeah.
So, uh, okay. This is, I think, again a good one. How do you figure out what exactly you want in life?
You can't. You you are actually like a different person at different points of time in life, right? So I'll just give this experience of mine when I was in just joining Ahmedabad. I
Yeah,
wanted to be a consultant when I joined, right? I
yeah,
wanted to be a consultant. I interned with a bank and I ended up in a VC, right?
yeah.
In 16 months, right? So if you think that I uh, knew what I was doing, I actually had a split personality, right? So
Hmm.
you actually don't really know what you want to do in life for life, right? At some point of time in life, you will want to do something, and I would say look at life in like blocks of 5 to 10 years,
Yeah,
and take things as they go, right? So work hard and be honest in your work, and then look at opportunities as they come along, and then just take them, right? And if you're enjoying what you're doing right now, that's awesome. So I don't really think too much about that question. I just think
yeah,
like, am I learning? Am I growing? And if that answer is yes, then I just keep doing what I'm doing, right? And when that answer starts becoming no, then it's time to change directions and work hard so that all those opportunities are open. But don't try to, you know, script write your life before it's planned out. All your plans
Yeah.
will just be wasted. As I told you, like in 16 months, I had three different, right? So, no,
Yeah.
you can never know, and don't think you will ever know.
Got it. What is AB's opinion about generalist versus specialist? Now, I don't know if people call you AB more often
Yeah.
than this.
No,
Do they?
nobody calls me AB actually. They call me very different things. Um, so I am a generalist, so I'm biased, right? And I think both are needed. I just think that, you know, in this world where information flows so rapidly,
Yeah.
uncertainty also flows very rapidly. So there's a lot of things that are changing, right? And you
Hmm.
can get like rapidly uh, unimportant or unskilled very fast.
Yeah.
And there's a very strong argument that you have to become a generalist, right? So, and what does a generalist really mean? A generalist is somebody who is curious about doing very different things, right? And if you look at all people in the world who have been anything, uh, they're almost always generalists. You look at Mahatma Gandhi, Martin Luther King, uh, any of these big leaders, they will have like they'll be a like Albert Einstein, talented violinist as well as a physicist, as well as a
Yeah.
mathematician. I'm sure he knew a lot of other things, right? So nobody really who is very curious can be happy being a specialist, right? So I think
Yeah.
that, you know, natural human evolution for a curious person is to be a generalist. And as the world is becoming more uncertain and your skills become like really diffuse, and
Yeah.
sometimes they can just go out of favor, it's very important to be a generalist because it's like a barrier to entry or a moat for you, right? You should be able to upskill yourself really quickly and fit in another situation really fit. That's really, really important.
Got it. No, I feel the same, and I think I was also talking on one of the chats here that how I've tried to be
Right,
a lot of things at different points of time, and
right,
the mind just doesn't settle at
right,
one thing.
right,
You
right.
want to get into something or the other, and then 6 months later, something else becomes more ambitious. Okay. Bharti Sadwani is asking, what interesting things have you done in the lockdown?
I've become a pretty decent cook. I actually did not know how to cook. Um, so that is one, like I made my first dish. I've
Let's get your logical and planned version of learning cooking. If there's if that's a thing,
Nice.
right?
I just picked something and I started doing it. Very spontaneous. I learned I started learning Chinese. So that's like really challenging. It's a very difficult language. And yeah, that's something I've been working on. It's been pretty fun. Uh, that's what I've done. But caught up on a lot of reading. I mean, I obviously read a lot, but I'm reading more now.
Yeah.
You know, I guess, yeah, being healthy, trying to stay safe. It's very important. Don't like go crazy and get out of your house. Like things are not that good at this point. So I would just say like get some nice skills, learn things, be safe, be healthy. But yeah, I learned Chinese and cooking. I guess those two C's are my my what I've
Yeah.
done.
Nice. So Piyush is now asking, can you take this question on social media and how you streamline this time to other stuff?
I spend very little time on social media actually. I don't have an Instagram account. I don't have a Facebook account. I don't even know what the other things are, like Snapchat, whatever, some things like that. I just know that there are apps that are doing
TikTok,
really
I'm
well.
sure. TikTok, I'm sure you're not on, right?
Yeah, TikTok, though I don't even understand, but I'm very curious about it as a business model, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
maybe there is a future article coming. Just be aware. Um, so I only do it on weekends
Yeah.
and I only write. I hardly like go and read because endless feeds just
Yeah.
like not of any use. Just use your time more productively doing things rather than stalking people. Just is not of no use. So yeah.
Got it. Uh, any, this is coming from Jen Kusumanjali. I'm not reading it right, but anyway, any better approach to help youngsters to find their skills or talent, go to market or what? I don't understand the question fully, but I leave that to you
So
to
yeah, I
comprehend.
also didn't understand the question as well. So maybe we take another one. I didn't get this question at all. Sorry.
Got it. Any better ways to help youngsters? Let's just pivot this to how do people build skills? Youngsters build skills. If there's anything specific that you would suggest people to do. I mean, for example, if I were to mention, I think these days I see a lot of people on LinkedIn talking about online courses that they've recently taken. What
Yeah.
are
So
your
all
views
that
on
is
such online courses?
no. So I think there's just one very important thing. Surround
Yeah.
yourself with somebody with people who challenge you. That's how you get upskilled, right?
Hmm.
Be comfortable in that discomfort, and that's how you get upskilled. The only way things improve is when they go through heat, when they go through rain, when they go through like get toughened.
Yeah.
That's how you get upskilled. Like these online courses and all are fine. I mean, I'm not saying that they're not useful. In fact, I'm learning Chinese on Duolingo myself. But if
Yeah.
you look at Duolingo as well, it's like very programmatic, gamified. They put you
Yeah.
in challenges, leagues. So I'm surrounded by people who are learning like Chinese really fast. So
Hmm.
that's how. So in my life, when I made choices, I wanted to be with people who help me get better, right? Challenge, push, right? So that's how
Right.
you upscale yourself. Try to
So
find
let me,
people.
yeah, let me extend this question, right? How do you find such people? I mean, let's talk in a more practical manner on how could somebody, a youngster who's in college or who's working somewhere young, get
Right,
surrounded by these people?
right. So, I mean, I've had the fortune of being surrounded by these people when I studied. But
Yeah,
if, let's say, I didn't have that, how I
yeah,
would do it is I would reach out to them and just ask them to mentor me, like very specifically, like find somebody, even if it doesn't work, you can try. But that itself is
yeah,
putting you outside your comfort zone, right? Read about
yeah,
what these people are doing, try to get skills. But there are people around you will not notice, like your mom and dad, for example,
yeah,
best. They're
yeah,
like the biggest challengers in your life, right? So if you just be with them really closely, you can upskill yourself a lot. It's not even
yeah,
funny. Like, you don't need to look
yeah,
outside your family sometimes. But you know, if you don't have peers who are really challenging you, I think try to find a person who you really admire, reach out to that person, try to get to work with that person. But there's so many online communities nowadays, like I was giving Duolingo's example, there's so many online communities where
yeah,
you can find people who will like really challenge you very hard. You can find those as
yeah.
well. So, yeah.
Got it. Again, a personal question, which is the best moment in life for you? Coming from Parth.
Uh, Best moment in life. I don't know. It's a very, very difficult question. I don't think there's one. Um,
Yeah,
I would say that getting into IMA was the best because my dad had aspired for it, right? So both my parents are from IIT Kanpur, so for them, like going to IIT
okay.
was normal, right? So uh, I think
Yeah,
that's where there was a little of a push. I felt that probably that was an amazing moment because my dad was like on top of the world. So yeah, I think that was awesome.
sure. I think I would also, mark the same time, the same thing as my best moment.
Yeah.
Uh, anyway, Mr. Rohit or Rohit, how do you filter out information from the abundance of it in today's world?
Follow very few people.
Good one.
Follow very few people, and but follow them. So if they are like people you like, just
Yeah.
follow them. Like 10, 20, 30, that's it. And if you are away from a lot of the noise on social media and other such things, that's the best way to like filter out noise from your life. So social media is just noise, a lot of it, right? So
Yeah.
just remove it. I would say that's the first thing that you should do. Like remove apps that are full of noise and not adding much value. Um,
Yeah.
if you look at the social networks in the world, you can map them to the seven deadly sins, like Tinder for lust, Instagram for vanity, Zomato and Swiggy for gluttony, and so on and so forth. Netflix for sloth. Yeah. They actually like are built that way.
Yeah.
But I think that's how you filter out noise from all these places.
So very interesting analogy that you went on to. So I will take this question from Pranav Patwardhan. What are some of the skills you most recommend young professionals to have in the current market? Data, language analysis, etc., etc.
So I think two skills are important. One is storytelling, and the other is making sense of numbers.
Hmm.
Storytelling is telling the story, and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
making sense of numbers means that you can back up your story, right? So, I mean, these two are supremely important. I think the third skill that a lot of people don't think is very important, but storytelling helps you leverage people, and coding helps you leverage machines, right? So the
Yeah.
language of people is storytelling, language of machines is coding. I would just say that these two most important. Do everything to learn these two things. Like read, write, learn all that code. Amazing. Like leverage. You're able to get the most out of people.
Yeah.
I think we should like end in 2 minutes. I think this will go on forever otherwise.
Yeah,
so
yeah. I
so
think I've
let's
again
close.
got a couple of more dozen question
Right.
questions,
Yeah.
but
We can do
I
it on
think
another one as well. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I think
Yeah.
that'll be great, Aviral. Let
Hmm.
us just wind this up and a few closing
Yeah.
statements from you on if there were, let's say, two or three standing out advices that you would give an 18-year-old Aviral. What would they be?
Uh,
Anything that you think
don't
you
be
might
scared
have
of
done
making.
different?
Yeah. No, I would say that don't fear making decisions that others are not making. Right. So I made my
Right.
first such decision when I was like 16, 17. But once I made it, after that, I realized that it works. And now I'm like really comfortable doing it. So
Yeah.
that's like the most important thing. Don't be afraid of standing out because that's how you are able to be different and do things differently. It's a necessary condition. It's not sufficient to be successful, but it is
Yeah.
necessary, right? So,
Yeah.
so that's like the most important thing I'll tell myself if I was telling my younger self, don't worry, Eh,
Yeah.
you're doing fine, right? I think that's what I would say.
That is great. So, Aviral, I think this has been a great 80 minutes for me and for all people. I think there have been more than 400 people who have joined this live over this
Wow,
duration.
amazing,
So, and I'm
amazing.
sure that, I think hundreds and thousands of people would watch this recorded video and
Right,
take up a lot of insights and motivation from your words. So thank you so
right.
much again for joining us on the Yangami project, and it feels great. We will hopefully we will try to bother you once more in some time
Okay,
when we
okay,
have more and more people in the community.
sure.
And I think already thank yous have started coming in the comment sections.
Yes.
So a
Thank
big
you so
thank
much.
you again from our
Thank you.
entire team
Thank
for you
you.
to take out this time. ठीक है.
Thank you so much.
Great talking to you, Aviral. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye, everyone. Thank you so much.
Okay,
Thank you.
bye.
Bye.
Bye.